but it looks like we're gonna end it real quick and figure some things out here.
If I had to guess, I think they might be setting it to 10 lives. In the end of the day, I think when it comes down to competitive Halo, if you can get 2 extra lives, I mean, that's a big deal, Tony. You're going to want to take full advantage of it, especially we've got a round-based game type for this too, so whoever wins it, the map will flip, which I think is an interesting dynamic as well, right? Some of these maps, I mean, live fire also is asymmetrical. Just the fact that you can maybe turn the tides after the first round just from a simple map flip and a better opening strat.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, when I'm playing on live fire, I really like playing on the tower side. Like, I actually don't mind having a player set up and go top tower and kind of get a little bit of elevation, a little bit of an angle towards sandbags, maybe get some easy nades going off and really protecting that sniper rifle off spawn. Now, keep in mind, it's going to be on a bit of a delay, so before the sniper overshield comes up, they will have to fend for their lives. They will have to complete 1, maybe even 2 rounds of slays before they could secure themselves some power-ups or power weapons.
Right. And with that 30-second delay, I wonder what that means as far as what they'll prioritize. Like, do you set up in tower anymore? Because tower might not be as influential because nobody's contesting snipe because it's not there for 30 seconds, right? So instead, the repulsor becomes a very important point of interest, and maybe the heat wave as well. We got to see that the heat wave apparently is in play here, and I don't know if it's restricted to 30 seconds. I don't think it is. So I think we might have a war zone bottom mid and a war zone around the repulsor, and that could be pretty interesting.
And don't forget, they actually buffed the drop wall a bit. I was already a fan of the drop wall before, but even now, comes out really quick and implies immediate cover, and there's so much outplayability. Now, not at all levels, the drop wall may not be at, the same consistency, may not be, an actual power equipment, but at the top level, at this level of competition, there's so much outplayability, and I can't wait to see how the drop wall comes into play.
Right. And I like how you said that it deploys slightly faster as well, right? The objective is, it's not a bubble shield. If you're in trouble, you don't just, drop it, get coverage. But like ideally you want to have that foresight, right? Be proactive in the way that you play. And I think for the best, most, well-coordinated teams, they can use that very effectively and set up before a play, especially if you got a snipe or something else to work with. I mean, what a massive kind of opportunity you could put together just off of well-timed setup with a drop wall.
Yeah, and by the way, I love that play that Article made towards the end of the game. Obviously, the game ended, but lots of players will try to keep a hold of that heat wave and sniper. And don't get me wrong, I think it's a phenomenal combination. However, it's 2 totally different play styles. Like if I have the heat wave in hands, I actually wanted to protect my sniper player. My sniper wants to sit over towards tower. If anybody tries to come in for a quick off flank, they can use the heat wave to kind of defend off, get into close range, where the sniper wants to sit more towards that tower. And speaking of the rifle, Rammyy having sniper in hands and immediately taking it towards tower side control.
And what a way to enter the action as well. We get right into a melee up close and a lined up sniper top tower as well. So Rammyy, opportunity to make plays here. You can see they got a 1-kill advantage to work with. It's up to Hunter and Eli to press, or I guess get aggressive, but do they even bother to push it just yet? Look at the timer. There is no time on the board to draw Eli and Hunter forward in this situation, so they can play patient here.
Eli already having 2 kills, only have died 1 time. Meanwhile, Hunter yet to get a kill on the board just yet. Eli X having a bit of an advantage when it comes to attrition. We actually competed in a competition where it was attrition-based, and Eli was absolutely disgusting at it. So watch out for him, as the sniper not going to be enough to stop Eli from grinding forward. No more ammo in the sniper, but Eli gets a big kill, 4 already for his team.
You call Eli disgusting, and it's like he heard you, right? He makes 2 big plays. Thankfully for Rammyy, he burned out the snipes. That's no longer on the map. You can see Rammyy tried to get away with the OS. It looks like he is not going to be able to. It's going to go over to Article. What? Sorry. Not Article with that. Wait, it is. Am I? OS on the body of Article. I thought Rammyy died picking. Oh, so it was his teammate that he went to go help. Either way, lives being exchanged left and right here.
Yeah, it may have been the first kill for Hunter JJS taking down Rammyy with that overshield, but it was probably the most important kill right there to be able to secure that overshield for themselves, and then he used it to put some major damage in, allow Eli to continue to get 2 more kills. Now we're seeing Hunter finding yet another one, and we're seeing Hunter and Eli, the X-Men, really start to get on a roll here in round number 1.
Definitely got the advantage to work with. It's Rammyy to try to find it. And he's already got shots into Eli. Does he go for it, though? He's the teammate nearby to help. Hunter JJX behind a bit of a food chain, though. You've got Article chasing him down. There goes Hunter. Rammyy stays up. Now it's a 2v1 onto Eli. Eli needs to try to live in this situation, but no dice for him. They now have the snipe. They got an opportunity for momentum here as well.
Series is a 1-0 lead in favor of Team Rammyy. So we do have our X-Men, as we're calling them, Eli X and Hunter JJX on the ropes here. They need this win in order to force a game number 3. Neither one of these teams want to drop it to the elimination bracket, especially not this early. Sniper in the hands of Article, and I've seen his montage, I've seen his streams. He knows what to do with it.
This man can hit shots for sure. He just needs an opportunity, and he needs info as well, right? You can tell he's not entirely sure where Hunter and Eli X are, and you can see Hunter's just like crouching in the back of tower there. He is not about to budge until the OS pulls them forward, and that's where the action will take place. Just about 10 seconds till that happens. They're all rotating over for it, and I like this play by Article. He's trying to find a flank. You can see he's stutter stepping too.
Article watching that bottom mid, just looked away exactly when they cross over. Rammyy trying to distract over towards the sandbags. Rammyy ends up going down. Article sneaks for the overshoot, ends up popping on the chest. Sniper still in the hands, goes and repulses one back, misses the melee, ends up getting the second one. The shot goes in, but not able to get the double kill. Was Hunter JJX able to get a clutch kill? Meanwhile, Rammyy coming off a spawn and trying to get the cleanup. Able to get away with the sniper, but the fourth shot from Hunter is just too perfect.
Hunter with a series of great decisions there to stay alive, to burn the OS. I love how he picked up the Needler as well, right? I mean, in that situation, how do you melt somebody with extra shields? You pull out a Needler is the best way to do it. But either way, he made some plays because of it. The last one up on the map is Article. Got nothing to work with. You can see Rammyy now down, and both of them are covering Rammy's body, right? So there's no way you get to this man for a revive. Article needs to go huge here if he wants a chance.
And this is the reason why, when you mentioned revives, I said I would not be surprised if we see a singular one, because at any point in time, even if they're not steering exactly at that revive, they're going to be double back into it every few seconds, making sure they keep their eyes on it. It'll be very hard for anybody to pull off a clutch revive in this scenario. We have Eli X and Hunter have 2 lives to work with. Meanwhile, Article's by himself with 0 lives at the moment.
Like you said, it's unlikely. He'd have to go huge to do it. The only way would be to make a play with this heat wave in close quarters. If he can isolate a 1v1, he could potentially win it very quickly with a quick shot out of the heat wave. Just looking less likely as he's been found. He's going to get up the tower. Hunter and Eli looking to get aggressive, but they're not going to press him. And they're respecting the fact that they got time to work with to do this. Article going to have to continue to wait for an opportunity here and there. They both are. Center map, I mean, what do you do? Instant death thanks to Eli, Eli and Hunter.
Tries to make something happen, does Article, but it was not enough. Hunter and Eli coming out when it matters most, so now they're 1 round away from being able to steal this away. Article immediately over towards the sandbags, trying to deny access towards the sniper, which comes up very soon. Meanwhile, we do have a sneaky play coming out of Rammyy, trying to get all the way around Nest and behind enemy lines. The nade goes in, but ends up getting caught by both players. Shots go in, and now Rammyy is a bit exposed here. Article comes in with the flank takedown. Eli X, though.
Opening kill gives him a 2v1. Can he do something with that heat wave? Break out of this, though. Hunter in trouble, and the perfect kill out of Article, hitting shots. That'll give him over presence over to OS. Eli, you can see he's going to try to slow it down, but how does he do this alone? Going to walk away with OS. Article, Rammyy with an opportunity. They got a repulsor to work with too, and get the snipe with this.
Gotta look at plays coming out of Rammyy. Article, Rammyy taking that Nest side. Article with the flank, and then plays continue to be made as Rammyy and Article get a clean sweep onto Eli X and Hunter, and now Rammyy already waiting for someone to come in over toward the sideline. He knows that the spawns are coming out of the mud side. Article's aware of it as well, as he's continuing to apply pressure coming from Nest.
You can just see the snowball effect potential off of that one good opening strat. I like this counter at a team line. Very patiently trying to find an opportunity, and Hunter with a massive kill. There goes the snipe. Rammyy now down as well. Going to leave Article alone up on top mid. If they find him quickly, they can take him out. But the play out of Article, just to stay alive, keep his presence low, might give him a chance for a 2v2 here.
Article just a bit late to the party, wasn't able to get the cleanup kill after Rammyy goes down. Article Having the BR out, repulses back to avoid the grenades. Rammyy over toward the tower side. He needs to get towards Article to provide a bit of backup. Article puts down the shots, backs down to try to play his life. Nade starts to fly for Rammyy as he gets into the action, but ends up back onto the black screen. Article gonna try to go for the cleanup, not able to get one, but the second one will come in. Excellent awareness. Now he's gonna challenge Hunter, who hasn't got the overshield just yet. What a play coming out of Article. His 11th on the board and earns himself an overshield and the heat wave and lets him know about it, shaking his head no.
You gotta love every bit of that play, Tony. Oh, he does lose the OS pretty quickly, though. Nice little combo out of Eli. But just the slide he did into bottom mid to cut the angle from Eli long enough to shoot Hunter and still turn around, get the melee. I mean, beautiful plays being made here in live fire. But unfortunately for Article and Rammyy, they're gonna go down real quick here, and Team Eli looking to even the odds.
Yeah, great plays coming out of Article right there. Steals away that overshield, gets that clean sweep, but they're only up by 2 lives at the moment, so they can't get flimsy just yet. Shots coming from Eli while sitting toward the top tower. Rammyy somehow finds Hunter with a stray grenade. That's going to bring him down one. That is not what you want to see if Eli and Hunter are going to try to come back, because as one goes down, Article and Rammyy look to take advantage of the numbers. Hunt down Eli. They have him on staggered spawns at the moment, Alex.
We definitely do. A bit of a tug of war here over for the snipe and Hunter. I mean, he's alone to challenge it. He's going to have to back down. Snipe now picked up. They're going to bring it back. Just wait for an opportunity. Once again, we play the patient game, and you got to respect it. This time, Article and Rammyy with the advantage. They grab the drop wall as well. All the resources you can get in this situation, why not abuse them?
Eli X and Hunter going to try to slow the game down. Hunter, excellent placement there, but even a better placement of the drop wall for Rammyy to provide that initial cover. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if Article's position is known, so if Rammyy continues to distract them and bait them out towards Article's sightline, this could be a huge snipe. AR comes in, but not able to beat the heat wave. But look at the stick. Alex, the stick.
I mean, the best thing you can do in that situation, you know he's close to you, force the trade. All they have to do is force trades to ensure they come out on top of this. OS now up as well. Hunter and Eli, they have no choice to make sure their opponents don't get this. The sniper going to be a line of defense for it. He snaps. He'll take Hunter. Eli now alone. How does he defend this OS? Doesn't look likely.
Article is going off, and with that, takes down one, takes down the second one, and there are no more lives for Eli X and Hunter. Meanwhile, Article and Rammyy having 5 lives to work with. Rammyy getting a bit sloppy on that one as Hunter is able to take advantage. But it's Eli X that's been turned into an orb. This is bad for Eli and Hunter.
I respect the play at Hunter, though. Get out of there. Get the repulsor. Any tool he can use to just force a 1v1 fight might be the objective. Does he go for Eli here, though, right? They kind of left his body behind. Gonna have to get up the top mid. That's going to make noise, though. He gets behind Rammyy somehow, but it's not quite enough. The teamwork comes in, and they'll seal out round 2. And, Tony, here we go, the final round.
Just a perfect bait and switch game coming out of Rammyy and Article. Yes, Article ended up with 14 kills so far in the game, but it's Rammy's positioning, Rammy's willingness to put his body on the line and to do the dirty work, just opening up so many angles for Article to come in and steal away these kills. They are working perfect 2v2 magic at the moment. Hunter puts down the shots, taking down Article. Looks like Eli's gonna get the cleanup kill onto Rammyy right as Overshield and Sniper coming up. This might be exactly what the X-Men need.
It definitely is. We saw this in the previous round. Rammyy, Article, they won their opening strat. They managed to pull away because of it. And now things might change. There's a nice little snipe at Eli, though, to even the odds. Article alone, and Eli with the snap and a double. What a play out of this man. And I mean, Tony, we talked about it coming in to this matchup. This is just 4 pros, basically. You put the snipe in the hands of Eli, he's not going to miss.
This is where Eli X is at the most dangerous. Sniper rifle in hands, and look at the movement. He is moving with confidence. He's moving with style right now. He's ready to take the game into his own hands. Article having the assault rifle in the back pocket. That nade is going to let Hunter know exactly where he is, but the overshield ends up being popped. Article still putting down shots, staying alive, trying to get some kind of angle here. Meanwhile, it looks like it's not going to be enough. The sniper not going to be able to get him alive. Hunter, though, coming in with the cleanups. 2 down for Team Rammyy. And just like that, Team Eli able to get the advantage here.
A big advantage to work with at this point. And I love how they prioritize high ground as well. Force him to come to them. Great coverage over OS to be in the spot, too. Got info on it as well. Already tagging it out. Article out. An overlook. You got Eli trying to get the flank on it, too. He's got a combo to work with here as well. You got to love that they're using every single tool in the kit to give themselves an advantage and trying to get a sneaky flank here, too. They might get behind them.
8-4 lead going in favor of Team Eli. They start to go off. Overshield coming up. An excellent place nade by Rammyy, but the heat wave landing right onto his chest. Article by himself going to try to bait that overshield, but there's no way he's able to pull off that 4. That overshield will be grabbed by Eli X and Hunter. Meanwhile, Rammy's coming off a spawn. Article having that top mid control and trying to get behind enemy lines.
Such a rough position to be in for Rammyy and Article. They need to win this next fight. Come out with a clean advantage here. This 2v2, this is it. Multiple trades going to come in. 1v1, Rammyy will take it, so that at the very least, they do get an advantage off of this win. Going to give Rammyy some space on the map to work with, but only 2 lives left to their name. They got to play perfect Halo here for a bit, Tony.
14 kills out of Article and Hunter JJX, both of them going at it right now. Look at the nades come out of Eli. Eyes on the back of his head, eyes on the whole map right now. And Hunter gonna take advantage of that, going right over towards the nest, almost able to get the cheeky kill onto Rammyy. Meanwhile, off the screen, Article ends up falling. That's gonna leave Rammyy by himself. Eli X and Hunter need to take advantage. The missed jump, the repulse back. Rammyy goes down, and there's no more lives for Team Rammyy to work with.
A slight missed jump or timing in competitive Halo, Tony, and that's just it for your life. And because of it, like you said, no lives. That is all we've got for Rammyy. Article. You can see the series score. They do lead 1-0 currently, so if they lose this, at the very least, they still got a shot. But how do you take Eli and Hunter with 6 lives and a setup, too?
Sniper and drop wall coming out of Eli X, holding down the top tower. Meanwhile, Hunter placed over towards top mid, waiting for any player to get froggy. The quick scope coming out of Eli. That's going to take down 1. Hunter taking advantage of that, but not able to win the individual gunfight against Article. Either way, has plenty of lives to work with, as Rammyy will not be coming on the respawn.
You got to respect Article playing this down to his last breath, though, right? He'll clutch up his 1v1 despite the snipe we saw out of Eli earlier. We might see another. You know this man's going to hit it. He comes up with the repulse. Just barely whiffs. Article with a little 180. He'll clean him up. But Hunter's still in the chase here. He's got an OS. He's going to pick up the weapons, too. And Article, he's going for revive? He just got a revive off back B. We're still in this.
That we are, but Rammyy ends up going right back down. Hunter plays it well. Leaving Article back by himself once again. Article goes down to 1 shot, repulses right behind. Eli goes in for the challenge, ends up ripping him apart. Article is going off.
Oh my God, what a play. They had no idea what hit him. Article's still up. 1v1. Unfortunately, though, Eli's going to spawn. He's going to get an angle here if Article does not maneuver out of this situation. So you see him now backing up to get to A. My dude. This man is going for it all in game 2 in this series. Oh, maybe a caster's cursed him, but you would not expect one player to live as long as he did. Tony, what a show.
The multiple pivs that were won by Article and then pulling off the revive, that was absolutely insane, but sadly, there was just too many lives in favor of Team Eli. Hunter going in for the challenge onto Article once again, but Article simply does not miss a shot.
Still reeling from that play. Unreal, man. But I wonder if it gives him confidence at the very least coming into this. Nice little trade between Eli and Rammyy might give some space for the OS. It's going to be a 1v1 for this.
Overshield just popping up here.
There we
going
go.
Off for,
Okay.
But it looks like that might have been the end. I'm not sure. I believe we're only going to 2 rounds. I was a bit shocked when I saw that 3rd round coming in.
Right, exactly. So attrition, we're playing it as a best of 3 round-based attrition. So I like you said, Tony, I was a little confused. I thought that would be over. And part of the reason why you've got Article, I mean, going as ham as he did is he knows that's his finale for the game right there. I do believe the series was 1-0 favored Article, so we might still have a game to go here. But I mean, what an experience this attrition game type has been, right? I think we were kind of unsure as to whether or not, you know, the revive mechanic would come into play, the circle would come into play. We've seen both already this early on.
Yeah, it was funny. We went to a 3rd round, or I should say a 4th round, and I'm over here like, I'm pretty sure the game's over, but I don't want this to end. So I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. I'm gonna let it go. Let's go 10 more rounds, because that was absolutely crazy. This is a matchup that should be closer to like the winner's semi, or maybe even a winner's finals matchup. And they matched up in round number 2. It's gonna be devastating to lose one of these competitors in the winner's bracket.
That's a good point, right? This, like you said, these two teams, I think, at the top as far as capabilities to get to grands and maybe even win the whole thing. We're looking at, like we said, like basically 4 pro players head to head. Typically with these content creator pro mashups, you've got, a content creator who is focused on content. He's not also competing in HCS. So a bit of a luck of the draw, I think, with these teams. But like you said, somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to drop down to lower bracket a little early on here.
Yeah, Eli X and Hunter JJX able to force that game number 3. And mind you, in a best of 3 series, we only going to see attrition one time. So they're going They're going back over to a more traditional Slayer. 25 kills takes to win, and we're going to see if Rammyy and Article can step it up and close out that series, or if Hunter JJX Eli X will come out on top. Game number 3 on its way, and it's on Recharge, one of the bigger maps that we have in 2v2 gameplay.
Here we go, final map of the series, and like you said, one of the bigger maps, and quite the selection to work with as well, and a selection that you'll see Article and Rammyy take advantage of. They already got the opening kills, and immediately Rammyy, he's going to take the grapple and the shock.
And one big difference you see is that those power weapons and powers come up right away, so they don't have to wait to get that shock rifle. They don't have to wait to get that camouflage off of the initial pick. Rammyy and Article not only having the advantage in the scoreboard, but also having the advantage in the sandbox utility control as well.
Literally grabbing everything they can. Even Hunter right here, grabbing the disruptor pistol just in case. The shock rifle, I think the key to success. You can see it in the hands of Rammyy. So what can he do with it? One clean headshot and open things up for Article. Article being the one to get aggressive here. Oh, and he's got a sword to work with as well, so no wonder.
Article looking for an angle. Expects Eli to drop, but Eli takes a much wider angle than that. Ends up getting the kill, and now Rammyy going to try to back down and reset. He still has that shock rifle and grapple. Beautiful play by Rammyy to stay alive and reset. They still have a lead, so there's no reason for him to get aggressive once his teammate goes down.
And I think it's important to take note of how these two players play off of each other, though, right? Because Rammyy was ready to help Article in that situation, but he couldn't help him because Hunter, his positioning was so effective, right? He's behind the wall, and he limited the angle for Rammyy, so they still managed to pick off Article with no ability to help. And I think little situations like that is what's going to pull these teams ahead, how they can play off of geometry, play off of angles to limit options and force 2v1. Oh, my God, he almost dropped it off the edge.
Nades coming in, just barely going to miss that shot off. Meanwhile, we have Rammyy trying to come in from the Whirlpool side. Eli X taking height onto top control at the moment. And look how much respect both of these teams have for each other. There's only 3 kills on the board, and they're both slowing things down. But Eli X caught on a position as Article takes him down. That's going to be a big kill, a 2-kill lead right now. But Hunter camouflaged out with the sword in hands. Danny Phantom is in play.
Rammyy and Article looked at each other like they were safe for a second, and then out of nowhere, right? You got this shark with a camo. Is Hunter just looking to get sneaky here? Can he grab Article as well? Article going to drop down the bottom mid. He stuck Eli, by the way. Pulses him off, but Hunter clutch BR to at least get the kill. My God, that play. Article almost clutching up. Rammyy does find him, though. So there he goes with a 2-kill advantage here.
Rammyy coming up over towards the A side. He does have Article within arm's length of him, so be aware of that. If he decides to get into an engagement, we could see Article try to catch an angle. Now we're seeing him start to group up a little bit more. Both players onto the A side. Hunter hiding in that corner, just barely misses the stickies, but forced to back down immediately. And look at this play by Hunter. He's going in for a flank, and I don't think they're ready for it.
They might not be. Opening shots onto Article. Eli needs to get aggressive. The timing is huge, so he is doing it. And he does manage to pick up the kill from behind, and doesn't even trade it as well. Hunter with the snap and a cleanup, and all of a sudden we're tied up here.
Some big game energy coming out of Eli and Hunter right there, tying things up at 5 apiece. Shock rifle is up, but not able to get their hands on it. Hunter goes in for the challenge, and Article puts him down.
After watching attrition, Tony, I'm in like attrition mode in my mind here, and I thought it was lives left. We're going straight to 25. Traditional settings. Any little advantage is going to be so key. The weapon you can use to create it. I mean, you can see he's got the needler in the back pocket here with Rammyy and Article.
Rammyy goes in for the challenge. Wow. Hunter puts him down to 1 shot. Hunter winning the pivotal battle, but the nade is going to come in out of Article, and then Article not only able to get the kill, but grapples right out of danger. Eli X going to try to hunt him down, but he has no idea that Rammyy came off the spawn. He might have been able to get that camouflage. Hunter does. Hunter has a very important responsibility. He has to stay alive with the camo.
That's a big play at a Hunter and Eli, right? To just preserve his life long enough to draw their attention and give Hunter an opportunity to shift things around here. Nice little 2v1. It looks like they will walk away with both kills. So once again, evening the odds here. They got to sword off this too. And with their positioning, they can now predict spawns over an elevator too. And try to use this to their advantage. They're split across the map though, and that could lead to trouble. Or not.
Camouflage shock rifle combo coming out of Hunter. Beautifully played. Sword is coming out as well, so they're going to swap. Shock rifle in the hands of Eli. Sword in the hands of Hunter. I'm loving the play right here because we know how dangerous of a sniper Eli X is. We've seen the montage. Meanwhile, Hunter goes down. Eli going to equalize the situation by taking down Rammyy. Article and Eli now in a bit of a 1v1, but the shock rifle out for Eli. He's feeling very confident, tied up at 10 apiece.
Yep, Article intelligently going to back down from that exchange, just force a 2v2 once again. Reset things, only to get obliterated, though. Eli still hitting shots here. He's got sights onto Rammyy as well. It's like Rammyy is just far enough away to avoid them for now, but my God. You know, respect to Hunter for getting a headshot, passing that shock off to Eli. It was a good decision.
Camouflage coming up in just 20 seconds here. This is a pivotal point in the game. It's only a one-kill advantage in favor of X-Men at the moment, and this camouflage can either be used to increase that score line or bring Rammyy and Article back into the game. As I say, that Article will be the first one to fall. Rammyy is by himself, and Eli wants to take advantage. Hunter gets the kill. Camouflage is coming up, and this is bad. This is bad for Rammyy and Article.
They're respecting this too. They don't immediately go for camo. They push up together with full shields for a 2v2. Once again, looks like they will break away with camo, but how far? In trouble. Needs a headshot, and of course you'll get it. Article now 1v1. He's getting aggressive on it. Does he go up on the camoed Hunter though, right? Eli there to help, and Hunter, he's going to make him feel it, right? Article getting aggressive in that situation. Very risky.
Man, Hunter providing that CPR, trying to bring Article back to life, but it doesn't work. 4-kill advantage for Team Eli, and camouflage shock rifle in the hands of Hunter. This is a deadly combination. Goes up for the challenge onto Rammyy, ends up getting the kill. Article's gonna be left by himself. 7 kills to his name, but can he stop the push, which is inevitably gonna come from Eli and Hunter?
I mean, technically the CPR revived him and just like reincarnated him in a different section of the map, right? Only for him to die again, of course, because Hunter has been popping off. Looks like Article will take the kill in a second. And there's the answer you like to see out of this man, right? Being the victim of a little bit of body disrespect can check you mentally sometimes. But to pop out, get those kills, I think that's massive.
Rammyy trying to make waves with the shock rifle at the moment. He knows that Eli's over towards the seaside, but Hunter's all the way towards Long Haul, so a bit of a split being played by Eli and Hunter. If Rammyy and Article can recognize that, they can start to get aggressive, but they need to watch out for the flank, as both of these teams are now isolated in their individual 1v1 gunfights. Article pinging left and right. Article sees something going on towards the seaside, but nobody knows that Hunter's on Long Haul. This could be a huge flank by Hunter JJX.
It could be. But Article, Rammyy with a good split, though, right? They got great sight lines to play off of each other if one of them does get aggressive. As long as they keep it in the center here, they can still cross up and do damage. But the camo's going to pull him forward. Article, unfortunately, died. It's up to Rammyy to do something about it. Unfortunately, he's not hitting shots. He has to bounce out. It's about to be a 2v1 here, so this man's got to move and groove to get out of this.
17-13 lead, still in favor of Eli and Hunter. Rammyy goes in for the stick, gonna trade out that kill, but every trade going in favor of Team Eli, as they're now 7 kills away from taking the game. Article takes height. Excellent damage coming in. Article not gonna let him get away, as Eli using the repulsor, being as crafty as possible. What a play by Eli. Finally, though, he ends up going down, trading out to body disrespect. Even though Article's in front of him, Hunter was going in for the body disrespect when his enemy was literally right in front of him.
What was he? What happened there? Article got away with 2 kills. The man was one shot. Hunter threw a nade at him. Article just dipped behind the podium on elevator, and he lived in that situation and somehow broke away. Look at the scoreline. I mean, just about tied. Second lease on life for Article and Rammyy in the exchanges we've seen so far. Tony, I'm already at a loss for words here.
Plays being made on both sides. Hunter and Article just trading out blows at the moment. 10 kills out of Article, 12 out of Hunter JJX at the moment. We do see Article throwing a couple of early nades. That's going to deny access from Eli, forcing to back down. Now we see the sword coming into play, but not able to get the kill. It looks like he might have swapped out right to his BR before going in for the melee. Unfortunate timing out of Article.
Unfortunate, but the best he could have done in that situation, right? Because the sword has such a slow draw time. So to just get the melee repulse, get him off of him, he can reset the situation and maybe live a little bit longer. He's got to make sure to work with Rammyy here, though. Gonna try to push up on the C. About to be a brawl here over the plasma nades. Eli gonna get in the center of it. He's melted because of it. Now Hunter left alone. Does he clutch up with a fight? Article respectfully gonna back down. That gives Hunter a chance to move away, but the camo about to spawn here too.
Disruptor coming out for Hunter, brings Rammyy down to one shot, the quick draw to take him down. Beautifully played here. Article by himself, gonna try to get away, but he's down to one shot. Hunter's one shot right alone. Article ends up getting the kill, has the sword still in hands. Rammy's right off of spawn, and as camouflage is coming up, Eli ends up going down. That's a clean sweep, and Article turns a terrible 1v2 into being able to delay his life long enough for his teammate to come off of spawn. They end up getting those slays and get the camouflage and sword because of it.
Well said, Tony. They just shifted the tides of this game completely. Camo sword, like you said, on the body of Rammyy. Grapple as well. Hunter going to take the opening shots, but Rammyy is right there to clean it up. Now it's a tie game. Eli X, man, is by his lonesome. If he gives out information, they can find him and hunt him down. So I like that he's playing it slow. Hunter spawns nearby. He's got to swerve to get out of the action here. Now they are no longer in his favor in this situation. Oh, I take it back, maybe. 1 minute on the clock here. They won their fight.
These players so damn strong. We might see them competing at Orlando. I don't even know. They need to stop being enemies and start becoming friends. This is a solid squad that we have here. 21-20 lead in favor of Eli X and Hunter. On screen now with Hunter with that shock rifle in hands. Meanwhile, one of his opponents is taking the low ground over toward the blue pipes, and they're not aware of it. They're chasing down Rammyy. Rammyy goes down to one shot, but Article gets right behind him. Article gets the shots in, but it's not enough. His teammate does end up going down. Repulsed back as Hunter. Article takes down Eli X and brings down Hunter down to one shot. Article continuing to make plays left and right, and now it's Hunter that is becoming the hunted.
Hunter sprinting as fast as he possibly can to get out of that exchange. Look at the timer, Tony. 15 seconds. They need one kill to tie it up to bring it to overtime here. It's got to be this 1v1 with Rammyy. He knocks him back. Make it 23. I don't think they have time to do this. Article going to try to get two in the corner. Wait! He tied it up. 5 seconds left. They're stuck in a corner, and one plasma is all they need. And look at this. An overtime and a camo now because of it.
If there is an MVP of this series, it is Article. Eli X and Hunter hiding in the same corner. Article cleans them up with a well-placed grenade, and look at what he got because of it. He has the camouflage. This is his game to take into his hands.
How the heck did that happen? How did they both end up sitting in the same corner in that situation? My God, look at what it's led to. He's getting aggressive. Final 2 kills right in front of him. Gets one. There goes Eli. Oh, what a way to close it. Put that on YouTube. Article 16-8. What a closeout to the series as well.
Lay fam, stand up. Article ending the game with a 16-kill bomb and getting the last 4 kills to ice things up. Mind you, they were down by 2 kills going into time. He ends up getting those 2 kills in the last 3 seconds of the game to force us into an overtime scenario, grabs himself the camouflage and the shock rifle and pieces both of them up as he sends them down to the loser's bracket.
Tony, I'm checked just watching that. Like, I feel like I was in that game. My heart rate going a mile a minute. I mean, the exchange of plays we saw left and right, and obviously, you know, Article popping off at the end. I think overall in that series, like you said, MVP, man, pulled it up, you know, showed up, showed out, but so did everybody else. What a performance to get down to the wire in every single one of the games that we witnessed, especially down to overtime as well in that finale. Tony, the tournament just started. I mean, what a way to set the bar for our day here.
I mean, that was incredible. I picked Rammyy and Article to be able to win the tournament, especially making it a way to winners finals. But little did I know they were going to run into Hunter and Eli. And little did I know that I was going to go to a game number 3 down to the wire, only separated by 2 kills. Rammyy and Article clutching up when it matters most, especially Article, man. Lay fam is here. Lay fam in the building.
They should be. Man's popping off, that's for sure. And like you said, I wonder what that means as far as going onward in the tournament. That sets a hell of a precedent. You predicted that it would be Rammyy Article going through winning this thing. At this rate, they're looking good. They're looking deadly. I wonder what that means for their competitors.